Look, Anthony, we're reading our storybook. Remember when Dorothy went to the hospital?
Oh, yeah, we had to take her to the doctor.
Hello, Dorothy.
Hello, Doctor.
Dorothy, I'm afraid you've broken your tail.
Broken it? Can you fix it?
Yes, of course I can. You'll have to come to hospital and we'll give you an anaesthetic and I can fix your tail as good as new.
What's an anaesthetic?
It's something we give you to send you to sleep. And then, while you're asleep, I can fix your tail and you won't feel it. Then when you wake up, your tail will be fixed, but it may be sore for a little while.
Do I eat this anaesthetic?
No, you breathe it in like this.
Oh, I see. It's like when I smell my roses. Will the anaesthetic smell like my roses?
No, I'm afraid not. In fact, anaesthetic smells really awful.
Don't you have any nice smelling anaesthetic?
No, I don't. Anaesthetic smells pretty yucky, but it's the only way to fix your tail.
Couldn't you mend my tail without an anaesthetic?
It would hurt you, Dorothy. The anaesthetic will send you to sleep, and then I can fix your tail and you won't feel it.
Couldn't you just wait until I go to sleep at night and then fix it?
You'd wake up.
But I wouldn't wake up if I breathed the anaesthetic.
That's right. You won't wake up until after I've finished.
Are you sure I'll wake up then?
Quite sure. Dr. Guy will look after you. He's the anaesthetist. The anaesthetist looks after children when they have their operation. He knows exactly what to do.
Then the doctor asked Dorothy if she'd like to talk to some of the other children who'd already had an anaesthetic so they could tell her what it would be like. And that was a great idea.
Oh, yes, it was.
Dorothy told the children that she had broken her tail and she needed to have an anaesthetic so the doctor could fix it.
Dorothy then asked Connor if he'd had an anaesthetic when his broken arm was fixed.
Yes,
Dorothy then asked what it was like.
it smelled pretty awful, but it put me to sleep very quickly, and when I woke up, my arm had been mended and I didn't even feel a thing.
Eloise wanted to tell Dorothy about the anaesthetic.
Oh, it smelled awful, Dorothy, but it put me to sleep, and when I woke up, the pain in my tummy was gone.
Dorothy was listening to Eloise and thought to herself that Eloise was so brave. Dorothy then asked Eloise if she had had to have a needle for an anaesthetic.
Uh-huh. No, I don't think so, but I did have stitches. And I didn't feel anything.
And that's when Dr. Guy came in.
He's the anaesthetist.
And he's a very friendly guy too.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Dr. Guy.
There you are, Dorothy. I'll be giving you your anaesthetic tomorrow, and I just need to listen to your heart. That's great. Here, you have a listen, Dorothy.
Oh, yes, beating. Wow. So that's what a heart sounds like. Eee! Will I have stitches, Dr. Guy?
No, you won't. There is one thing, though. You mustn't have anything to eat or drink before you come into hospital tomorrow.
Why?
Because if you have something to eat or drink, we wouldn't be able to give you your anaesthetic, and then we wouldn't be able to fix your tail.
Why not?
If you have an anaesthetic after you've had something to eat or drink, you could be terribly sick. So have your dinner tonight, but nothing before you come to hospital tomorrow.
Poor Dorothy. Imagine not being able to have breakfast.
Okay, I'll see you in the operating theatre tomorrow then.
What will I wear?
You'll wear a little white operating gown and a hat, and you can bring a toy in with you if you want. Okay, see you tomorrow.
Dorothy asked the doctor if we could go into the operating theatre with her.
That's right. They said they'd want us to be there as well.
Yeah, it was really important for Dorothy that we be there for her.
But we'd have to wear special operating theatre gowns.
Oh, yeah, he said he'd try to organise one in yellow.
And red.
And purple.
And blue.
Even though most people in operating theatres usually wear blue or white.
And so we took Dorothy the dinosaur home for dinner, but we had to remember, no breakfast for Dorothy in the morning.
Dorothy was really nervous when she was taken into the operating theatre.
I was nervous as well, but the doctors and nurses were great.
I feel a little bit nervous.
Of course you do, Dorothy, but don't worry, soon your tail will be as good as new.
And we'll all be here when you go to sleep. And when you wake up.
Hello. I'm Janelle. Can you tell me your name and what you're having done today?
I'm Dorothy the dinosaur, and I've broken my tail.
Oh my goodness. Can I just have a look at your name as well now? I just need to check this band. And it says Dorothy. Thank you. There's one thing else I have to do, and I just have to put this little light on your finger, and that will help you go to sleep, okay?
Can I have a drink? I'm thirsty.
Not yet, Dorothy. When you wake up, you can have a drink, okay?
Hello, Dorothy. Hello, Wiggles.
Hi, Dr. Guy.
Dorothy, I'm just going to put this mask over your nose and mouth. We had to get a special dinosaur-size one made because the ones we normally use wouldn't be big enough.
Will that mask be on my face when I wake up?
Yes, it will. Now it will help you to go to sleep, and later it will help you to wake up. Now, I want you to take some big, deep breaths.
Is this when I'm going to smell the yucky anaesthetic?
Yes, it is, but if you can manage to take some big, deep breaths, it will help you to go to sleep more quickly. Then you won't have to breathe it for as long.
It's okay. I'm going to imagine I'm smelling my beautiful roses. But I think it would help if you could sing a song for me while I'm doing it.
Sure thing, Dorothy. 2, 3, 4.
D-O-R-O-T-H-Y. Dorothy must breathe and blow. D-O-R-O-T-H-Y. Breathing, blowing deep and slow. Rump-bump-a-chomp, hey, rump-bump-a-chomp. Then off to sleep she'll go.
Once Dorothy was asleep, Dr. Jenny was able to fix her tail, and then she went into the recovery ward, and we were there when she woke up.
You're waking up, Dorothy. Craig, what are you doing? Oh, I've got some bubble mix. Blowing bubbles will help wake Dorothy up. Can we blow some too? Of course we can. When can I go home? When the doctor says it's okay.
Dorothy looked so cute then, didn't she? After fixing Dorothy's tail, Dr. Jenny had to make sure that Dorothy's tail was perfect.
So Dr. Jenny and Dorothy were doing all sorts of exercises. Then Dr. Jenny told Dorothy that her tail was as good as new again.
We were so relieved when we heard that.
Dorothy then asked Dr. Jenny if the Wiggles could take her home. Are leaving the hospital party.
Yeah!
It's so good making new friends.
Look, everybody, the party was great. Come on, we've got to get to Dorothy's party. Ahoy there, Dorothy. Oh, Dorothy, we've come to help the Wiggles take you home. Oh, but first, we're going to have a party with all your new friends from the hospital. Oh, Dorothy, I brought you some flowers. Roses, of course.
Thank you very much. They smell lovely. Eee! Not like that yucky anaesthetic. I love parties. These are my friends, Captain Feathersword, Henry the Octopus, and Wags the Dog. Do you think we could sing some songs with all my friends?
Of course we could, Dorothy. Hey, everyone. What songs would you like to sing?
Rockabye Bear.
That's a great idea. There's some of my favourites too. Well, why don't we start with Rockabye You Bear?
Yeah,
And then Fruit Salad.
Well, what about some food? We need food at the party. Food.
No, Anthony.
What do you think?
Some of these children will be having anaesthetic soon, and they mustn't have anything to eat or drink before then.
Oh, yes, of course, Dorothy, that's right. Anthony.
You're right. I'd forgotten. Sorry.
Dorothy was glad to be going home, wasn't she?
She sure was. And she knows that if she ever has to go to hospital again, there's lots of people there who will look after her, and I don't think she'll even mind that smelly anaesthetic.